Ready to start another season. I'm sure you're excited to hit the road and get some games in. What is exciting about this season for you?
Honestly, this group of 19 girls, they've been a pleasure. They're working for each other. They're working hard, and it's just nice to see how bonded these guys have really managed to become. And it reflects in practice. It reflects in the weight room, in the classroom. It's not about themselves. They're really thinking about the team, and it's so much nicer to have that. Not that we haven't had that, but we kind of slipped away from it, and it's just nice to see this and have them working. And it just makes you more excited for the season when everybody's on the same page.
Let's first talk offense. Are you going to be an offense, the long ball, speed? What type
We're a mixture of both. We're not the long ball you've come to know from Humboldt in the past, and that's because we've slowly progressed to not being that. Not that we don't want to be a long ball hitting team, but we've started recruiting more speed, more contact hitters. We're generating runs instead of producing. Is that any word? Producing runs. We don't want to just rely on hitting the ball over the fence. We want to create runs, whether it's stealing bases, running bases, being aggressive, or just contact hitting and moving people over. We'll take the long ball as it comes, but right now it's just kind of a myriad of things that are working together for us. Mm-hmm. Having enough on the bench that can fill a role if something else isn't happening, and that's what we do. Yeah, we'd like to get as much information on the other teams as possible, but if we don't stick to our game plan, if we worry about everybody else's game plan, then we kind of get lost in our own, out there in that world. So we got to just kind of do us and hope it works.
We know the history of Humboldt State softball, obviously a lot of success and tradition. There's been years when there was that number one stud pitcher, and then this past years where you're kind of like, trying to see who is that top pitcher. As we enter this season, is there a clear number one right now?
Right now, yeah. Clear number one would probably be, no, I shouldn't say probably. It's Taylor Cope, who's a freshman from Chico area. She's really developed over the fall and kind of been our forefront going into this weekend, and we'll see how she does. Obviously, we're going to throw all our pitchers and see who can do what when things really matter. But we look forward to Taylor coming in strong, and we got returner Megan Holt coming in, and we also have another transfer, Megan Escobar. And we'll see how they work. Right now, yes, we have Taylor as our number one, but we're going to use them all and see how successful we are. If we got to pitch by inning, pitch by committee, then we'll do so until we find the right way.
The type of pitcher Culp is, I know that I've watched video in past years, and she seems like some off speed, but what type of pitcher?
You're talking about Holt.
Yeah.
Right. Holt's got a lot of movement. She's really developing her changeup in the off season, and it's really become one of her better pitches, and that's what she's using to keep batters off balance. If she could just hone in her movement, because her ball moves, she's just got to realize that where it needs to move to. If she continues to do that like she has been doing, especially in this last 2 months, we should be just fine, and she's going to be successful.
And what was it, Holt or Colt that will get?
Colt's the one.
Colt in
Taylor Colt,
Chico, the freshman.
Yes.
How is she handling? I mean, you haven't put her out there in the circle yet. That'll change, this week. But how is she handling everything right now?
So far, so good. I mean, she did well in fall ball. Granted, I know it's only fall ball. The chips aren't as high, but she came in there. She had an outstanding fall for a freshman who just kind of chickened with the head cut off. We'll see how it does when the chips are down and we're in the thick of things. But I have all the confidence in the world in Taylor and the rest of the pitching staff that we're going to fight. It might not be the glory days of Humboldt State, having that 1-2, but it's about all 19 working together, and that's what we have more going for us this year. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do on the field.
Yeah, how huge was it to get Culp? I mean, Chico's right there. There's other schools. But,
well, she had some friends on the team. She's got, we've got a lot of kids from her area. She's in the Sacramento Chico area, and she played with about 4 or 5 girls on our team. So it's kind of just a nice fit. She wanted to be near the water, and we have that. Chico doesn't. So, and she's fit in nicely, and she's loving it up here, and we're happy to have her.
Obviously, the first week of play, I mean, after that, they typically start conference the week
Right
after.
off, yep.
And so, I mean, obviously, a lot of new players on the team, but you're going to find out a lot about this team very quickly.
Yeah, and we're just having a meeting with the coaches, and it's about, we're still in that stage of right peg in the right hole, and so our lineup's going to continue to change for the first couple games just to see who comes to the top. You're going to see all of our pitchers. You're going to probably see all of our catchers. Our infielders. Our lineup's going to, we're going to toss back between who our leadoff is, our number 4, and that's really what these first 5 games are about. Obviously, you want to win, but it's really finding about where we're going to go this season. It's not the best situation that we start season, like conference right off the bat, but it is what it is, and you just see what we come across in Colorado.
Weather always an issue for Humboldt State softball. When I hear Colorado, January, beginning of February, what have you seen? What do you expect weather-wise?
Oh yeah, we're looking at in the 50s. The snow's holding off, so they actually have had a little snow. Knock on wood. It's going to be chilly. It's Denver, in January, but we're expecting good weather out there. Sun in the skies, and no rain. Anywhere I can go and there's no rain, I'll deal with snow. No rain.
You got for the freshmen on this team, first week of play, it's not like, hey, take a drive to San Francisco, but you guys are going all the way to Colorado. And I always hear about that bonding, and not only is to play other competition in Colorado, but just the importance of kind of everybody together on this first road trip.
Oh, for sure. We got, we do have parents, we have, visitors who come and see us, but this is about finding out who we are as a team and how we are when we travel, rooming together, being in a van, being on a plane. It's all exciting at the same time, and I think these girls, I don't know if they think so much about, they know what's at stake, but they don't think so much about that when they're traveling. They're just, okay, let's hype up the music. Let's finish this. Okay, I gotta go to the hotel. Let's do some homework. I think when they step on that field come Friday, it'll hit them a little differently. But right now, it's just about enjoying the moment they're in, and I think that's going to create the bond in itself. Is just enjoying what's happening.
Anything else that you'd like?
Okay.
All right.